Hey guys, welcome back to Amanda's Favorites, where I have new videos for you every Tuesday. Today we're going to be jumping into the new Kit Life 2020 planners. They're weekly and they're daily. These planners launch tomorrow, August 28th. If you order on launch day, you get free shipping anywhere in the US. And if you order launch week, you get a few little free goodies. I have one of those to show you. It is their dashboard design, which has been improved from last year. It has a nice ample pocket on both sides and really beautiful gold foiling. This is going to sell for $12 on their site, but if you order launch week, then this is something you get for free thrown in your order, along with a couple of really cute mantra cards. And I don't remember what they say. They shared it on their Facebook Live. I saw them, but I don't remember them. This is how your dashboard works. You clip it in like so. It can stay anywhere in your planner that you want. It can hold your place, or it can just be an extra pocket for things you want to keep in there. So it just clips in and it sticks up a little bit so you can easily find your place with it. So if you are definitely going to order a Kit Life this year, I would say order on launch week so that you get this freebie along with their mantra cards, and order on launch day and get free shipping in the US. So you're saving yourself some money there for sure. This year, brand new to Kit Life, they are coming in boxes for the first time, and these are really nice boxes. I'm a big fan of having boxes to store things in at home. I store cards, like in the closet. We each have a card box for each person in our family for those personal cards you want to keep, but I also just store stickers and planner supplies and post-it notes and things like that in my boxes. I like that this box is white and it just looks clean and crisp, so any shelf you're keeping it on, whether it's on your bookshelf or your closet shelf, it looks nice. It has, of course, the Kit Life motto on there, keeping it together. It's cute with a little heart in gold foiling, and that's it. It's all white. It's a really sturdy and nice box. Your planner will come in here wrapped in bubble wrap, so it's really protected in shipping, and then just a little card from the Kit girls, Liz, Jessica, and Jenny. That is brand new this year, coming with your planner, not only to protect it in shipping, but just as an extra storage box for you at home. Or many people like to keep their boxes to store their planners in, kind of archive them, since they can become more of a scrapbook or journal to remember the events of our lives. And you can keep your planner in here and label the side or the bottom, however you're keeping it on the shelf, with the year. So that's another idea for your box. We are going to jump into the daily planner first, and then we'll jump into the weekly. They have several covers this year to choose from. I don't remember how many. It seems like there was 6 or 8, and they have named them all beautiful names. This cover is named Charlotte. I really love this cover, even though I'm not always a huge pale pink type of gal. The brush strokes on this cover are amazing. They've got the rose gold on there. You have the rose gold rings. It is beautiful. It is a hardcover. Now, your daily book is a big, thick book because there is more in here than just daily pages. And I'm going to get in and show you guys that. This book measures a little bit different than your typical planner. Your pages are 7 by 8.5. So they're not 7 by 9. And the cover is 7 3/4 by 8.5. Those are your dimensions on both the daily and the weekly books. These are called their Luxe books this year because they have incorporated a new line of planners, which I do not have to show you. They're called the Kit Life Light line. It's a completely different line from their normal Kit Life line, and so they're calling their normal Kit Life line that they've always had their Luxe. So that's what this line is called, and those are the 2 planners I have to show you. Let's jump right in here to a daily page really quick. I just want to show you how much it has changed from last year. They have done a really big revamp of this daily planner, and I like the changes that they have made. Now, I'm not going to go all through last year's daily planner. I have a whole video on last year's, and I will link that down below in the description just in case you really want to see the differences. But this is, this is the old, so we're not going to go all through it. And Kit Life only does calendar year planners, just so you guys can know. On their Luxe, I don't know about their Light line, but their Luxe line is calendar year only planners. So this is their launch. This is your chance to get your Kit Life planner for the year. Here's what they've changed. They moved their big 3 box up to the top, which makes so much sense to me, and I'm absolutely in love with that change. They have your Be Grateful, Be Active, Eat Well. Last year it was the big 3. be well, and daily gratitude. That was the biggest change on the daily page besides the colors, and they have your date in a little flag up here now, right in the middle. Let's jump in. Since we're already on the daily page, we will just go through the page layout, and then we will go back and go through the book from the front to the back and show you the pen test and everything. This is 70-pound paper. It performs great in the pen test. It's not a slick paper, but it's not a paper with a lot of tooth. It's a smooth filling paper, but not slick at all. This is the bulk of your planner. This is your daily page. The big three, so you have 1, 2, 3 written right there. Then you have your task list with tick off boxes. Now they have left this side open. This could become anything you want or need it to be, and I love having all that open room on a daily page. It could be more of a task list. You need a list for home, personal, and then like a task list for work. It could be a journaling slot right there to journal about your day. It could be a slot to, if you're someone who's doing food or fitness tracking, that is a big enough slot right there to be able to track it all. It could be a slot for just a continued to-do list. There are so many ways that you can use this. It could be just a note section. I take notes every day in my daily planner. I might be on the phone with the doctor. I might be looking something up online and writing down notes about it, comparing it to something else. So I use a note section every day in my daily planner. That's a good big note section there too. Your time slots are down here, and this is what I love about the Kit Life Daily. They did not use like half of your daily page for your time slot, for your schedule or your time blocking. You do have 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. on the hour, and if you had half-hour appointments, you can just write the 30 in there. If you had an on-the-hour and half-hour appointment, you could definitely draw a line. This works better with my day because I don't typically have a lot of appointments. And so I don't need half of my daily page taken up by a huge timed schedule where I don't have anything to fill in, but maybe one thing. Then you have a be grateful, be active, and eat well section. The Kit Life girls are big on health and wellness, not just physical, but emotional, self-care. That's why that's on here. Mental too. And we're going to go into these different quarterly check-ins here, and you'll see that come through. The Kit Life slogan is do more, be more, give more. So do more, be more, and give more, with a planner created to help you keep it all together. Keeping it all together. They have a motivational quote on every day. And I like that they use the very teeny tiny bottom margin for that quote, because no one can write on the teeny tiny bottom margin of a page. You can't write neatly there. You can't write something. No one uses that teeny tiny space. And it's nice that you get a quote every day of your daily planner. So these boxes can be used in any way that fits your lifestyle. They're open for that. Be grateful if you want to record your gratitude there morning or night. Be active. Maybe you want to record your fitness there every day. Maybe you want to record your fitness goal for the day before it even happens, so you can be looking at it all day. Maybe you want to have water check-off boxes there. Eat well. Maybe you want to just have your dinner written in there, your menu planning, or maybe you want to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, what your plans are. So it's a big enough space. You decide how you want to use it. That is your daily page, and that is the bulk of your planner. In this new Kit Life planner, your monthly colors rotate between navy, Kelly green, a pink, like a blush pink, and a yellow. I really like that color scheme. Those colors look great together, and those are reflected on every single one of your daily pages. As you can see, they're brought back out and reflected here, but your daily pages do not change color, and this is a change from last year. They do not change color anywhere in the planner. Your daily page stays the same color throughout the entire year, which I feel leaves it open for you to be able to decorate seasonally however you wish. And I also forgot to mention they have a self-care line in here every day, because the Kit girls are big on making sure that you are taking care of yourself. We have to take some time for ourselves every day. It's just, we got to do that work mentally and physically. It makes us better people. Let's start at the very beginning. You have a nice sized pocket here, which seems very stuck on and stable for you to stick anything in you need to, whether you have invitations to stick in there or extra papers that you need to stick in there. Your planner starts off with that do more, be more, give more Kit Life page, and then you go straight into your quarterly check-in for the first quarter of the year. So for each quarter of the year, they pick something different for you to focus on. This first quarter of the year, which seems fitting in January to focus on this, is your habits. And they have taken the colors throughout and put a different one for each quarterly check-in. So your first check-in is habits. You have just a little chart here, my current pain points. I can alleviate my pain points. Habits that will bring me joy, I will work on. And there are tips in here for you. You have room to fill in your successes, take a personal inventory, self-study, and make quarterly goals. Quarterly goals based on habits that you want to develop that will possibly guide that goal and move it along. That is your first quarterly check-in. It's about habits. And then you have a notes and doodle page. Has some little plants doodled there, but it's mainly laid out for notes for you. Every single month you have this welcome page to your month. On your welcome page, you usually have, on your welcome page, they give you an aspirational attribute. They give you a kindness challenge. They give you an in the kitchen tip. They give you a little something extra, just something about that month. I was laughing because I just was reading it as I was doing this, and January 21st is National Hugging Day. Who knew? I did not know that. But hugs are important because they do, as they say here, promote feelings of love and happiness, and they can reduce stress, stimulate oxytocin, and improve team performance. Hugs can also reduce symptoms in those who are ill and can promote better heart health. So you guys go hug someone today. Monthly maintenance. They give you some maintenance tasks because the months fly by, and some of these type of maintenance tasks we forget to ever do, and then they become problematic. This is to kind of remind you of those maintenance tasks, like flush your drains with vinegar, clean out your dryer, dry your lint, I'm guessing, vacuum refrigerator coils. Oh dear, I don't even know when the last time I did that was. And then they have observations and celebrations here for the month, just different interesting days that you might want to take note of. So this is just to kind of make you slow down a little bit every month. Read some fun facts for the month, focus on some things that have to do with that month or tasks that might need to be done seasonally. It's just a little stop and pause page. Then your tabbed page takes you straight into your monthly layout, which I absolutely love. Every monthly page is the same color in your daily planner. So as I flip through, you'll see every single monthly page looks the same. Your aspirational attribute is always yellow. Your little something extra is always green. Tabbed page opens right to your monthly view, which is what I always prefer in a planner. You have holidays noted in a cursive script, and then you have a little blue flag for your holiday. So your holidays definitely stand out. I love that little blue flag. I really do, because you can glance the month really quick and see those. You have your previous month's view and your next month's view. And then you have some lines to list your goals for the months, to remember that. Now, as you can see, they have given you pretty big squares here because they have not wasted page real estate. They have not used a huge amount of page real estate to write the name of the month, and they haven't used any at the bottom. So you have good sized boxes here for your monthly. Let's get to a weekend page here. They have changed their weekend page. The weekend, Saturday and Sunday, both share a page. All they have are tick off boxes on them. Now, last year, this was divided as your next week at a glance, and it was labeled Monday through Sunday. This year, they have given you open boxes and only 6 of them instead of 7. So you could, if you want to still use this for your week at a glance into the next week. So this was kind of to look at your next week and plan out, like, see what big appointments or big things did you have next week. You could still label these the days of the week, and you would just share Saturday and Sunday in the last box. You could use them for a week at a glance, or it could be carryover, like on Saturday. You could use that for something on your Saturday. It could be if you wanted to continue your Be Grateful, Be Active, Eat Well, you still have 3 boxes per day, so you could continue that, or you can use it for something completely different. This is open to whatever you need in your life right now. That is how all your months are laid out in the daily. So at the end of the quarter, you have a new quarterly check-in. You have a new theme for that quarterly check-in and what to work on for that quarter. Quarter 1 was habits. Quarter 2 is confidence. Quarter 3 is emotional intelligence. So it's always a 2-page spread, and it is the same layout that we went through with the habits. And your last quarter is anti-hustle. I probably love this one the best because I am the biggest anti-hustle person ever. I am a true introvert, and I just enjoy being still, being slow, being silent, and not feeling rushed, and not go, 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 and not busy, busy, busy. This goes with my personality, and this is what I try to bring in my life more and more as the world and all our electronics try to encroach it out of our lives. Then at the very end, right before December, you get an extra thrown in here. So you have your 4 quarterly focuses where you want to focus on your goals and kind of a theme for that. Then you have right before December, an end of the year check-in to reflect and evaluate and really start thinking about, what happened this year? What did you work on this year? What did you accomplish this year? What lessons did you learn? Reflect, and then to start thinking about the next year. That's how we learn and grow and progress. We really need to take time to reflect and look back and learn from the things that happened in our life. There's an end of the year reflection, which I think it's important. We all do, whether it's in your planner or not. Journal it in some way. Have an end of the year reflection. At the end of December, and I forgot to mention, you do have some notes and doodles pages thrown in on different months. It kind of depends on when the month ends. If the month ends on the front of a page where they can fit that in, then you get a new notes and doodles page. Some months it doesn't fit in. Your month ends right here on the back of a page, and then your next month starts. Every couple months you get a notes and doodles page thrown in. But at the end of your planner, you have several notes pages. You have 11 notes pages at the end here, and you also get a year at a glance with 2020, the year that this planner is for, and the next year, 2021. And then counting front and back, like I said, you get 11 notes pages. That is a lot of extra pages in a daily planner. So you have to know that this book is, it's kind of hefty to carry it around. If you're having to carry it to work every day, that's just something to take into account. You don't want to get it and be surprised by it. So I just wanted to show you that is your daily planner. Now, something I have done with daily planners before is, as you use the pages, if you don't care about leaving them for archiving and journaling purposes and having all that in your planner, you can tear out the pages that you have used for maybe the first couple months and lighten your book a little bit. That's just an idea that I've done before. I'm not suggesting it because most people love to keep their entire planner together. Let's jump into the weekly and compare the size, because I want you to see that the weekly and the daily, there is a huge size difference. There is also a huge weight difference. I will weigh these and put that here in the video because there is a huge weight difference. The weekly feels like just a really light weight after carrying the daily. The Kit Life Weekly this year, for the first time ever, they have gone to a neutral weekly. Oh, and I didn't mention the prices. The weekly is $53 and the daily is $63. And they both have 70-pound paper. Oh, I forgot to show you my pen test. We did not go over the pen test in the daily. Here's all my pens that I usually use in planners for pen tests. We have flares, frictions, Sharpie pens, everything. We have mild liner highlighters. And when you turn the page here, you can see that nothing is showing through at all. Definitely nothing is bleeding through. And absolutely, really, there is no ghosting problem whatsoever. You have the look of a clean page to start on every day. So their 70-pound paper feels substantial and it takes the pen well. Here is another close-up look at that pen test. So the Kit Life paper performs great. Let's jump into the weekly. Like I mentioned, this is their first weekly to ever have a neutral palette on. So you do have a little bit of color added in here. It's just really on your monthly check-in pages or your monthly welcome pages. That's where your color is. They add in a different color on every monthly welcome page. Well, I shouldn't say a different color. They rotate through yellow, blue, green, and pink, and then it starts back at yellow. Your weekly layout pages are completely neutral though. They wanted to give you a neutral planner that you could bring in either any colors and stickers that you wanted to and it wouldn't clash, or you could leave it neutral and have a neutral, really clean planner like some people also want. In your weekly planner, you also have the quarterly check-in, and it's the same theme like habits, just like in the daily, but it's a little bit different layout. It's still a 2-page spread. They just didn't use the box here, but it is actually the same prompt. They just chose a different layout, but it is the same prompts as in your daily. Then you have your notes and doodle, and then same as in the daily, you go right into your month of January. You have the exact same welcome items on your monthly page. It's just in a different color scheme. Then you go on your tabbed page. All your tabs are a light gray in the neutral. You go straight into your monthly. Both the daily and the weekly are a Sunday start on your monthly, and on your weekly layout, it is a Monday start. So it's typical for planners. Monday start on your weekly and Sunday start on your monthly layout. Your holidays here are noted with a flag also, but it is in a very light gray. and the holidays are written in. You have your same exact layout with your previous month and your next month at a glance, and then room for goals. So that's all the same. Let's jump into a weekly layout here about mid-book. Let's look, and you have your same quarterly check-ins, but you do have some different pages with every month in this book. In your weekly, you have some different pages than in your daily. These are not in your daily. In your weekly, you have these pages for every single month. So this is your April monthly budget page. If you want to keep your budget in your planner, you have a space here for income, budget, actual, and notes. You have expenses and some blank lines to fill in. So you have your budget, your actual, your notes. You could check off if that bill got paid that month. Then you have a monthly reflection page and a monthly aspirations page. These pages are exclusive to your weekly Kit Life. They are not in the daily. And then, so these pages, you're reflecting on the month. The aspirations is where you're really focusing on what are your goals, looking for the month ahead. So this is your reflecting on the month and then looking ahead to the next month for your goals, things you're excited about. And here is your habit tracking. Every month you have this habit tracker. You could be tracking, if I counted right, then you could be tracking 16 habits for the month. Now, me personally, I would never be tracking that many habits a month, but I might be tracking 4 or something around that. I think this is a really helpful page to have in here. I love the layout of it because it's just really easy to see your habit for the entire month across and how you did on it. I could see like using a mild liner to color in the whole square and using a different color for each habit. So it really shows really well. I like the layout of this habit tracker. It resonates with me. I am a big proponent of tracking your habits because those things that we track are the things that we are able to manage and change. If we're never tracking anything, if we're never seeing how we're doing on something, then those are the things that seem to get out of control and that we don't make any progress on. That's just my personal observations in my life. After your habit tracking, so that these pages are at the end of every month. So April ended. I want to make sure you get the flow of this. April ended. And your week finishes out, you start into May. Since it's neutral, there is no big change there. Then you have a notes and doodles page. You have your budget page, your reflection for the month, your aspirations for the next month, and your habit tracking. Then you have another notes page, just completely blank on both sides. Then you start into your next month. It's your tabbed month, and then you go straight into your weekly layout. Let's look at the weekly layout. Your month is written in a really beautiful script. This just looks very clean. And there is very little ink on the page, which I actually like in a neutral planner. There's not big, thick, harsh lines. It is just simply, it's aesthetically very pleasing to the eye and very open. With it being so open and no harsh or heavy lines even in between your days, if you're someone who wants to even write things going over the span of several days using your planner that way, this type of planner is very easy to do that because there are no harsh lines and divisions. And I'm actually a big fan of that. You have your top section for your any kind of list or to-dos you want to make, or for your top 3 and then your list for the day. Then you have your timed schedule down at the bottom from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. But this is important to note. Your times are really light on there, very light gray. If you wanted to ignore the times and use this section for something else, you could 100% do that. Your tick off boxes run all the way down the page. You have a little bit of a thicker line here dividing you before your timed schedule. If you're someone who wants to time block but still wants room for a to-do type of section for the day, you have that. This is completely left open so that if you wanted to like put this as, I don't know, right, this is my dinners for the whole week and put dinner in this line for every day right here, you could assign, something for a different section and to go all the way across. That could be like your header, kind of like your label for that. Or you could just use this for your running weekly list and divide it into categories. It might be work, personal. It might be, what do I need to do errand wise? What do I need to call on? And what needs to be done at home? With it being such a blank slate, it really leaves it open to however you want to use it. It leaves it open to using sticker kits if that's what you love, because it is completely blank and no colors are going to clash. I love that. And if you don't use sticker kits, but you just want a planner that is not crowded with colors or lines, this is open for you and just to look very clean, crisp, and professional. You have, of course, what's important to the Kit girls, and they always emphasize weekly gratitude, then a be well, maybe something you're focusing on for the week to be well. You have a self-care line here at the very bottom with a little heart on it to remember to schedule in self-care for yourself for the week. And then you have a quote, one per week. I really like the new neutral layout. What I'm drawn to, I love this change. And I think a lot of people are really going to appreciate this change. Your weekly planner feels so light, you guys. This is a portable, light weekly planner. Your ring is not too big. They didn't make it overly big for your weekly planner. It's just the right size. It feels good in your hand and just easy to carry around. With a hard cover, it's easy to write in this book while you're walking around. I think both of these books would do well in a office professional environment. Even in the daily, there is less color than last year, and it could look very professional sitting on your desk. Every month just runs the same. You have a notes and doodles, you have your budget, reflection, aspirations, habit tracking, 2 pages of notes, and then go into your next month. This planner really does leave you room to track goals, to track habits, and to be able to have everything in one planner in one place. At the very end of your year, you have your 2020 at a glance, just like the daily, your 2021 at a glance. Also, you have just a couple notes pages, not as many because you already had, them sprinkled in throughout your months. So you just have 3 note pages back here. Right before December in your weekly, you have the same end of year check-in that you had in your daily. It's the same prompts. It's just laid out in a different way, not the boxes. That is your end of the year check-in and reflection, which comes right before December. So right after your November habit tracking, it goes into your end of year reflection. And that is the Kit Life Weekly. I do have $5 off if it is your first Kit Life purchase. That is a link down in the description box. It's also on my Instagram, linked in my Instagram bio. So if it is your very first Kit Life purchase, make sure you use that $5 off. If you have used Kit Life before, I would love to hear your experience, what you love about it, what maybe you didn't love about it. How do you feel about these new 2020 books? Because there are big changes in both. So if you're already a Kit Life user, I would love to hear how you feel about these new 2020 layouts, what you think about the changes. Thanks for watching, guys. Happy planning, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.